guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to balance working full-time and being in school full-time. This has definitely been a challenge, and there have been a few tips that I've learned along the way to just help you guys out if you're in the same situation or if you're just a student. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, leave a like down below, and feel free to put some comments in there, you know, whatever. Okay. Alright, so a little bit of background about myself. I'm an accountant at a Big Four firm and I specialize in audit. Audit in simpler terms is pretty much just going through a company's account and making sure that their financials are accurate. There's a lot more that goes into it, but that's to put it in simple terms. And no, I don't know anything about taxes. So many of my friends come to me, they know I'm an accountant and they just automatically assume that I know about taxes. But in reality, I don't. There's so many different fields in accounting that you can join, and not a lot of people know about that. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. So if you have any friends that are auditors and you ask them tax questions, I'm sure they're going to get pretty frustrated because we definitely don't know much about taxes. I go to Florida Atlantic University and I'm currently enrolled in the Executive Masters in Accounting program. The program is fully online, which is great, especially because I live like 3 hours away from the school, which makes it a lot, better for me to take classes online. The lectures are recorded, so you kind of watch it at your own time, and then of course, complete your assignments and whatnot. So for today's video, I just thought I'd talk about with you guys a few tips that I've learned along the way that help me manage working full-time hours and being a full-time grad student. Especially as an auditor at a Big Four firm, I can be working between 50 hours, 60 hours. I've heard people who have worked 70 to 80 hours a week, and here are a few things that helped me along the way just to, keep my grades up, stay on top of my tasks, and yeah, pretty much. So I have my handy dandy notebook here, and I thought I'd just go through a few points that I have. So the first point is setting calendar reminders. This is so important because, when you're busy with work and trying to have this work-life balance, working out, going to the gym and all of this other stuff, it's so easy to forget about things, and it's so important to set calendar reminders. So what I do personally is on my work calendar, I also just set little calendar invites for my homework so that those calendars are together because I'm pretty much at work all day. Just to know that I have something due that day, I can see it all in one place, makes things a lot easier. And still, of course, check your school website. I know for me, we use Canvas, and, there we can see all of our assignments, our grades, talk to professors. That has made it so much easier for me to set those invites so that I don't forget about something, because I can be very, very forgetful at times, and I know in the past I have missed assignments and it was the end of the world, so this definitely helps. The next step that I would recommend is to not cram everything in at once. I know that this can be very difficult. You get to a point where you're just like, I'm just going to do it on this day and I'm just going to knock everything out at once. Especially when you're taking multiple classes, I did not find that helpful at all. I figured that if I just do a little bit each day at a time and then turn my paper in, it definitely helps a lot, especially with the quality of my work. I can really take my time, focus, and just make my paper as perfect as it can be. And that definitely helps. I think that when you cram, the quality of your work definitely just goes down the drain. And of course I slip up and I have those moments where I tell myself, I'm just gonna do it this day, and my grades have definitely reflected that. I just gotta be on one of my assignments and it's kind of the end of the world right now, but we're not gonna get into that. So the third tip is when you have group projects. And I know we all hate group projects, and to be completely honest, I don't understand why I have so many group projects in my program, which is just bizarre, especially because it's online. But I guess it just forces us to, communicate with others and just help work around people's schedules. But the number one thing that I found that was very helpful with group projects is to be very transparent up front. And for me, that has made it so much easier. They understand what I'm dealing with, and they know that, hey, I'm gonna have it done on this day, and this is how this is gonna go. So when I have a group project, I automatically let them know, look, I'm in busy season right now and I'm working all of these hours. Let me know which section that I need to do and I will get it done by this day. And that's made it so much easier for me. They understood we have our rules in place and done and out the way. It makes things so much more simple rather than being complex and everybody's like, wait, we have to do this, we have to do that, waiting till the last minute, and that just doesn't work. The next step, which I am definitely guilty of and I'm trying to work on it, is not to procrastinate. Yes, we all do it, of course, but especially when you're working full-time and in school full-time, you really cannot procrastinate because that's just gonna make things go worse. That's how you start to forget about stuff, and then you find yourself up until, you know, super late hours in the night trying to get stuff done. Honestly, there was a time when I had an assignment due at 11:59 the next day. However, I knew that I would be working all day, so I had to get my stuff done. I didn't end up going to bed until around 4 a.m. that one night because I knew I had to turn in the assignment tomorrow, but I wouldn't have time. And I'm so glad that I did that because I didn't end up leaving work until around 1 a.m. So yeah, that just shows you how crazy the hours are. But definitely don't procrastinate. Try to get everything done early just in case, you know, there's something last minute that you need to change. You have that time to change it rather than you saying, oh crap, I forgot about this, but it could have been avoided if you were to do things ahead of time. So don't procrastinate. That is very, very important. And number 5, make friends in your class. Have a buddy, and you know, you guys can do your assignments together, share ideas, help each other out. This is so important. So I am so grateful that I have oh sorry, that was my phone. I'm so grateful that I have a classmate that has always been there to help me. Let's say if I miss something, he's like, here's a note, or just anything like that. It's so important to make friends in your class. If there's nobody who initiates a group chat in your class, you should do it, especially through WhatsApp where you can just have all your friends. Definitely create a group chat with your class. That also helps with staying on top of your assignments, getting ideas, and just to kind of, if you have a really bad professor, to kind of complain about your professor at times. It just makes it a lot easier when you have friends in the class, especially if you don't know how to do something or you're confused on something and you don't always want to reach out to the professor. Having somebody there has always been just something that has helped me so much. So thank you, Justin. You're the best. And the last step on the list is make sure you read the syllabus. I know that might sound so cheesy and kind of funny, but reading the syllabus is so important. You need to know exactly what your grades are, how they're weighed. What do you need to get an A in the class? You need a 92, a 93, a 90. It just depends on your professor. What chapters am I going to be working on? So just because you see an assignment that comes in, don't just, oh, this assignment's based on this chapter, let me just do it there. Like, look at your syllabus, see all the chapters that are previous to it, and base it off of that. Because the teachers work off their syllabus, and the fact that you have a good understanding of it definitely helps in the long run. And that is all I have for this video. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below, and also please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if there's any other tips that you guys have learned along the way while being in school, please leave it down in the comments. I'm all for it and I would love to hear it. Thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel, and I'll see you guys in next week's video. Bye!